If my nose sounds a little clogged, I apologize. Just been a little weepy, just a little bit. I'm trying not to cry too much about it because there's really nothing to cry over except for the fact that I'm not going to be feeding this cat at night anymore. So, and what I mean by that is today we lost a very important family member to the ranch. I don't think it was specifically today we lost him because for one, we don't have a body, so yeah. Hang in there, I'm getting to the point here. We had an outside cat. His name was Gibby, and sometimes I would call him Master Gibbs. He was one of my absolute favorite cats. We would hang out when I was younger, and he would just lay in my lap, and I would pet him, and he would just chill. And he was really, really good at catching mice. Like, he was the best. Like, absolute pro at it. Like, you wouldn't believe. I noticed that he wasn't feeling so good. And I was really concerned about him one year in 2021, after COVID, obviously. And I took him to the vet, and he had an ulcer on his tongue, but they also drew his blood to make sure that he didn't have any diseases, because I was kind of really worried about that too, since I think he was about like 15 at that time, 15, 14, maybe 13 around that time. And so I was like, yeah, let's find out because I want to make sure. And so we did that, and it came back that he had feline leukemia. I was very upset with that diagnosis, but it was a truth. He's an outside cat. He's in contact with other cats. We've had other cats around. It is very, very high risk that he gets that, So I understood it, and I became okay with it. I was like, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. There's no cure for feline leukemia, so I knew that he was on limited time. But it didn't really become limited until last year. And that's a little hard for me to talk about because I tried so hard to make sure that he was comfortable and okay. And it was so hard to watch him suffer. Because he was just a good cat. Like any other cat. You love them all, right? And so he began to get a really stuffy, snotty nose. And I was like, I don't know what else to do for you, so I got this aspirin for him to maybe take the inflammation and swelling down from the vet. And it worked a little bit, but after we got done using it, it was still there. So I knew this was part of his immune system no longer responding. And I was like, okay, now we're getting really serious here. And so I told my mom, because she's like, just take him and have him put down. I said, Mom, as long as he's eating and he's still in spirit, I can't bring myself to take him to the vet and have him put down. Besides, I feel like he's earned his place to just pass away here on the ranch. I think he'll be okay if he just does that. And so we went ahead with that plan. And last week, Thursday, before I went to work, he was not breathing well. His breath stunk like rotting flesh, nasty, yuck. And he had flies on his nose. And so that was a telltale sign for me that he wasn't going to be with us much longer. He was going to find a place to settle down and just go ahead and pass away. Or he was going to be too weak to defend himself and a coyote was going to get him. Sunday, I was at work. I normally work 2 days, but this week I had to cover a shift. And my mom went out to feed the cats, and she couldn't find him. So she was like, well, maybe he's just out and he's just missed, a meal. It's not a big deal. We'll get him later. And then Monday came. She kept his eye out for him. Still nothing. Called him for dinner. Nothing. And then Tuesday, today, nothing. So we came to the conclusion that that's what happened. And yeah. So he's gonna be really missed.